Let's get into why you should never, ever, ever trade cryptocurrencies. And by trade, I mean day trade. There's a lot of misinformation being spread out there. There are a lot of gurus. There are a lot of so called experts, self proclaimed experts. There are a lot of groups being formed, a lot of websites, a lot of relationships being formed, and where they spread a lot of misinformation about trading crypto. I say at least not yet, because crypto is not yet ready to be day traded or short term traded. We're not at that point yet. And these are the reasons why. Cryptos are not built for trading. Cryptocurrencies were built to solve problems, to use blockchains, the blockchain technology, to solve problems. They are not stocks. Okay, they are not a piece of a company. They are tokens which are distributed and used and burned for many reasons. But I can guarantee you that that reason does not include you throwing your money at it. Okay, a lot of these tokens are pre-mined. A lot of these cryptos are pre-mined, meaning that whoever created this crypto pocketed millions and millions and millions of these tokens before opening it up to the market for you to go in there and put your money in. And the way they make money is that these tokens are pretty much worthless when they first come out, and with enough hype they can increase the price to $1 and just be overnight millionaires, uh, so to speak. So uh, you have to be very careful to not treat these things like stocks. They are not stocks in a company. Okay, you have no voting rights. They hold zero value other than the perceived value, um, and for other reasons that we're going to get into. Okay, they're not made to be traded at an exchange. Not yet. We're not there yet. We're approaching it. We have some wonderful exchanges out there and some wonderful technology being worked on to match that of trading, let's say, futures or stocks. But we're not at that point yet. Um, these crypto exchanges are not regulated. They don't have a regulating body. The SEC is tippy toeing into it. They're fighting back right now. May 2018. They are not regulated as of yet that I know. Okay, there's no a lot of. I mean, the one of the biggest ones is Binance. It's in China. The SEC is not going to regulate something that's in China. Now, as you may or may not know, um, you know, governments around the world have been putting a lot of restrictions and shutting down a lot of these exchanges. There's a lot of there have been a lot of things happening in South Korea, in India, China. Governments have not been friendly to crypto, and a lot of these exchanges shut themselves down, or the government shut them down, and all of your investments, so to speak, all of your tokens that you own, that you have in these exchanges, can be lost in a fraction of a second, just by the exchange deciding to shut down its operation and go. If you need more information on this, Google Mount Gox, and you'll see what's going on, what the deal is there. There are other horror stories, but Mount Gox is the one that comes to my mind. Okay, there is no insurance. If one of these exchanges decides to get hacked, and or anything happens to them, your money is not insured. As of May 2018, I did not find one exchange that was insured. So leave your comments if you can think of an exchange that offers FDIC insurance. Okay, so they can be hacked. These exchanges get hacked all the time. People lose tokens all the time. It's getting much better now. May 2018. I keep going back to that date because things change here so quickly in the crypto world that the date is extremely relevant when you make these types of videos to help people. And this is not investment advice. Hacking does happen. It continues to happen, and the bigger exchanges have many security protocols in place to defend against that. So if you are going to put tokens in an exchange, make sure that it's one of the larger exchanges that are out there, more reputable. That's what I mean by larger. One of the more reputable exchanges that are out there. Binance has been great. Employees can insider trade without legal repercussions. This was an issue. This was an issue recently where employees were being accused of insider trading. Insider trading is a crime if it's for stocks and regular regulated exchanges. You cannot insider trade. But when it comes to coins, what they were doing was, and I don't want to mention any names, but what they were accused of doing was uh, knowing, just readjusting the price in order to create panic and insider trade with their own tokens. They knew they had advanced knowledge of what was going to happen next, and they were accused of creating panic and fear in order to profit off of it. You can Google this. I don't want to accuse any particular company of doing this, but just know that this happens. This has happened, and this continues to happen, and there are a lot of lawsuits out there against these quote unquote exchanges. Okay, and exchanges can be scams. Yes, absolutely. People open up exchanges with the intention to steal your money. Okay, they are out there. They stay out there for a couple of months, maybe a year. They promote it really well, and now with the Bitcoin craze, a lot of exchanges are shutting their doors to, let's say, residents of some states in the United States of America. They are not allowing some countries to trade, so people are desperate. They want to buy tokens, and they go on these exchanges, and these exchanges never respond to them, and they're outright scams to steal some of their tokens. You know, go on Reddit, Google this information, and you'll find more information about it. Maybe in the future I can make a video of the 2017 scams, and there are a lot of them. Trust me, it's just too much to get into. But these exchanges can be scams. I mentioned Binance. Binance is in China. Um, I am in the United States. So Binance, I can't go to their offices, and so far Binance has been great. But who's to say that they won't change management there, or an employee is not gonna go and decide to insider trade, or they're not gonna be hacked tomorrow and put your tokens in danger. You know, but you don't know what's gonna happen. The rule of thumb is you never leave your tokens in an exchange. Learn how to download and a desktop wallet or a cold storage wallet and get your tokens out of the exchanges. You don't want it to be there. Again, Binance has been great thus far. No issues, no problem. Customer service, 100%. Everything has been great with Binance. So check them out. But this is May 2018. Again, I keep saying this. The software is not great yet. The trading software for crypto is not the best. There are a couple of companies out there that offer trading software that compares to stocks trading software, but it's not as good as the software that's available to us futures traders and stock traders. You cannot backtest or create strategies. The trading bots that are being sold out there, they worked when Bitcoin was going up. Anything worked when Bitcoin was rising in price, right? You can be the worst trader in the world. And if you were long Bitcoin, meaning that you bet that Bitcoin was going to increase in price, you made a lot of money. And if you were long the small cryptos, the altcoins, like there's thousands of them out there, but I mean, you made a ton of money if you were long those tokens and you were patient. It did not take a genius to make money in crypto last year. Okay, so any trading bot would have worked last year. It doesn't take a genius. So be careful with purchasing trading bots. You don't need trading bots to trade. The market is there's not enough liquidity yet. There is and isn't. When you trade on a large exchange and you're trading Bitcoin, there is liquidity, but not as much as there would be when it comes to, let's say, the futures market, or if you decide to trade any of the alt coins. Most of them are liquid enough where you'll see great movement up and down, consolidation in the price, which means that the price will give you an opportunity to buy and sell multiple times daily and make money as the price goes up and down, up and down, up and down. But on most altcoins, there is just not enough liquidity yet. And so it's more emotionally news driven at this point with Bitcoin and the altcoins. Why take so many risks? So there's so many great options out there with Bitcoin, with trading, that you don't really have to get into this now at this moment. This is just not ready to be day traded. You can always go and open up a futures account. I've never traded Forex, but I heard Forex, there's a lot of great opportunities in Forex, stocks. There's other places to go and and trade if that's your thing. There's also prop agencies. Google that if you don't have the enough cash to get into day trading stocks. There are a lot of options out there for you that have nothing to do with crypto, but that'll give you the tools, better tools to succeed. Now, there are there is a plethora of pump and dump groups. If you go into Telegram, you will find them, and they are here by the thousands, and they are here to stay, and they are successful in pumping and dumping. And you have to be careful. This is illegal to do when it comes to stocks, when it comes to commodities. But it's this is an unregulated market, largely unregulated space at the moment. So there's a lot of people getting away with a lot of stuff, a lot of funny stuff out there. So there's no way to guarantee that your coin isn't being pumped at the moment. So you may buy a coin and which is currently being pumped. You see a rise in price. You're like, whoa, I got to get into this coin. This is going really well, and you buy the coin, and it's in the middle of a pump and dump, and you wake up the next day, and that coin is pretty much you'll see is pretty much worthless, less than a penny. So you gotta wait till the market stabilizes a little more. The volatility is pretty wild out here at the moment. So I would wait. I never say never. I love crypto. I love blockchain technology, the problems it solves, smart contracts. But at the moment, we would be rushing if into judgment if we were to go into day trading cryptos. Uh, Day trading. Now hold this stuff. If you see, if you love the technology, if you believe in the technology, if you believe in the team, if you believe in the marketing efforts that that particular crypto is making, then uh, I would stay on it. I hold those tokens for a while. I'm gonna hold them for through possibly through 2019. And these are not stocks. Uh, Tokens are not stocks. Okay, coins are not stocks. I call them tokens because they're not coins. They're tokens. Okay, um, these a lot of people treat them like stocks. If I go into they think that if they buy 1,000 Tron that they bought 1,000 shares in Tron. Like, no, that's not the way it is. That's just not the way it works. Stocks are not burned. Okay, stocks are not used to pay for things or as utilities. It's not a stock. Don't treat it as a stock. Don't think of it as a stock because it is not. It's a big mistake to think of it as a stock. And um 99% of the crypto traders out there are new. When I went into YouTube, when I started doing research into crypto, I mean, you had 16-year-old kids giving day trading advice, reading charts. They got rich because of the rise of the price of Bitcoin on November 2016, 2017. Bitcoin rose in price and everything else followed. So they got rich and they had so much money and they thought that they were successful, not knowing that consistency is what makes you a professional, right? When you do this for 5, 10 years and you consistently can make a living out of it, you can call yourself a professional. But crypto has not been around that long for there to be any professional crypto traders out there. We're still in diapers. Uh, they have not proved to be consistent. They take too much risk. I've seen these guys, and I was thinking to myself, why not take your money and go to Vegas and at least make it fun? Go play poker, learn some poker, play some blackjack. At least you get free drinks. But they would throw $15,000 at a time into in a and they had a small portfolio. I think their portfolio size was like they had $30,000 worth of crypto, and they would throw 50% of their portfolio on one trade. The reason I want to clarify is because $15,000 is not a lot of money to some people. To me, it's a lot. It's a whole lot of money to be throwing into one trade when it's 50% of your portfolio. It's just I saw the most insane traders, the most insane things when crypto uh, was up in December, January. I couldn't believe what I was seeing, and it was a little painful. I felt really bad for these guys, and I sent them some emails like, guys, calm down, take your wins, relax, go on a vacation, come back in a couple of months, take it easy. You guys are just, you got lucky. You got lucky. You have to recognize when you get lucky. They use charts as if cryptos were stocks, and they don't consider that crypto, it's a new thing. These charts, they're wonderful, but it's not gonna, like there's a famous crypto analyst, if I can call him that, and he would use the Elliott wave to do all types of predictions and wonderful charts, pretty beautiful charts, and one leg here and second leg there and third leg and fourth leg, wonderful to listen to, and great if you own that token. And he was pumping it as if it was gonna touch all of these, and then the token kept going down, and let's do another Elliott wave. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and it should rise, and place a little arrow and to eternity. And it was very entertaining. It was very fun. I loved that guy, but it wasn't realistic. Crypto was the victim of a huge dump. It didn't even touch 20,000, and it just sunk to 6,000 from 19,000 in a matter of a month or two. I mean, it was bloody. So, you know, though, yes, use charts, I guess, in general to identify where this is going, I guess, if you choose to go in, but it's too early in the game to use charts. It's way too early to be charting. It's way too early to be drawing waves or support resistance. It's too early in the game. Give it a couple years, and then and allow more experienced charting traders to get into the game as well, and allow for more people, more liquidity to come into the game, and then charts can be a little more reliable for you. They can they be reliable now? Is there support and resistance out there in the market? Of course, but the charts, what makes the charts accurate is the historic value, the amount of data that you can draw from in order to, and also the amount of liquidity that there is in the market, and the amount of traders that are out there trading and making this commodity move up and down. um, there's just we just don't have that when it comes to crypto yet. We don't have it. A lot of the investors, stock investors that moved on to crypto, took all their money back into stocks and into futures because it was just too bloody. It's why venture here when you have everything you need in stocks, so and futures. Why take such a huge risk over here? The market can easily move by whale. Now, this is my biggest concern with crypto. There is no central reporting exchange. So the price, and this happened with Bitcoin. I mentioned earlier that Bitcoin never hit 20,000. Well, it didn't hit 20,000 on some exchanges. It did hit 20,000 on other exchanges. The volume also is not the same on all the exchanges. Volume is an indicator that I use uh, very, very a lot when I trade uh, futures. It's a very important indicator. But the volume in Binance is not going to be the volume on another exchange. It's in the price is also not going to be the same. There's a lot of inconsistencies, And whales can take advantage of this. Whales can go and take full advantage of this in a market where there's not a lot of liquidity. That's a very favorable market for a whale, because they can panic people very easily, and and shake people out. Okay, because panicking implies that they can bring the price. They can also bring the price up. Okay, to shake you out and set traps. Very easy to set traps for whales. There's no central reporting exchange. I wish there was a way where we can get the volume data for all the exchanges combined and trade based on that data. I wish the prices were more consistent. And I would love if someone can come up with some technology where you can just add up and process the volume and price for these cryptos and bring it all into one exchange so we can trade smarter and get a better picture of what's going on. Well, here we go. I hope you enjoyed these tips, and research, research, research. Go and get some trading books. If you're interested in trading, get some trading books. Trading is mostly psychology, very little to do with knowledge and expert charting and Elliott this and moving average that. Learn psychology, the psychology of trading, because trading is very simple, very easy, it's very fun. But what makes it difficult, what's going to separate a winner from a loser, it's how you control. It's your outlook on what trading really is, and I've seen it happen. Most traders fail at what they do. I say most, but it's more like 90% of traders fail at what they do at trading, and they burn out, and they lose their accounts fairly quickly. So learn the psychology of trading. Keep a cool head when you trade. Follow your rules, and good luck out there. Um, I know you want to. I just wrote this real quick. I know you want to be a trader and trade crypto because it's a new thing in town, but consider other easier and safer options. Many, 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 many options out there for you. So consider that instead of getting into crypto at this point, May 2018. And again, once more, this is not investment advice, and you should only risk what you can afford to lose safely. I would not risk anything at this point in trading crypto. What I currently do with crypto is I research a token, a specific token. If I love it, if I like the team, if I like what's going on, if I like what I'm seeing on their Twitter, they keep everything updated, up to date. They keep you updated on upcoming news. They stick to their roadmap. I go into it, and I'm gonna hold it until maybe 2020, but more like mid 2019, early 2020, and let's see what happens from there. Okay, good luck. Thanks for watching.